What's up, guys? Welcome back to Grafter's Graveyard. It's Cam, your boy Cam, back here again with another video. This one, as you can tell by the title, is a little bit different than what we've been doing here in terms of reviews and everything along those lines. I wanted to just take the time to kind of talk a little bit about injuries, injury prevention, and mobility, okay? Because at the end of the day, majority of us that end up starting and training jiu-jitsu end up starting later in life and have to deal with the realities of getting older. I'm only 26 and I'm still trying to understand my body, obviously take care of it in a lot of different ways to be able to make sure that I can train as much as humanly possible without actually hurting myself. So ironically, I am recording this video with a little bit of an injury. I did hurt my ankle this last week. Many people that do train end up hurting things like their elbow, ankles are a big one, knees, everything along those lines. So that's why it's important to, stretch and do these different types of mobility exercises to be able to make sure that we can stay on the mats as long as possible. So this next week, I'm actually going to be taking a little break, not necessarily training as much, and we'll be recording videos for our training session. So that's a whole other conversation for a different time. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump into this video. I learned this at a really young age. I had a youth football coach that was a collegiate athlete, and he taught me this because I was having ankle issues at that time. And pretty much all throughout my life, I've never really had any type of ankle mobility problems or anything along those lines. All you're really going to need are resistance bands. You can grab these things on Amazon for super cheap. I'll leave a link in the below to the bag that I have. But I have a ton of exercise equipment, mainly resistance bands, everything along those lines. I do think it is a great workout tool to ultimately have if you do train jiu-jitsu, as well as some mats. To be able to just do these types of things because it's super easy. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So I do have this resistance band. I believe it's like 10 or 15 pounds. Go ahead and wrap it right here across the top of your foot. Obviously you can do this for stretching and stretching out your hamstrings, but what we're really going to be focusing on today is the ankle mobility and ankle flexibility. So at the end of the day, when you're rolling an ankle or your ankle gets caught underneath, what the issue is that your muscles or joints around these areas aren't loose. They may be tight, and when something is tight and it bends or moves in a way that's obviously uncomfortable to your body, that's how you experience popping and pain and everything along those lines. So these exercises are meant to help that. Now, I did mention I do have a little bit of an injury on this left leg here, so I won't be doing anything here. I'll be doing all the examples on my right leg and my right ankle here. So again, reach down, put it at the top of your foot. You're going to want to pull this tight to your body so that you have a little bit of tension and resistance going out that way. Doing 2 ankle mobility exercises here. You'll wrap the resistance band across the top of your foot here, just like this, and flex it out. Do this 10-15 times. You should be able to feel that resistance right about here. All right? Then what we're going to be doing is the same thing, right? But we're going to be turning our foot a little bit more sideways. You should be able to feel that pull, again, up here. Flexing that out. And doing this over and over and over again to help build that strength around the outside of our ankle and on the top so that we have a little bit more mobility and strength there. Again, this is something that I learned at a very young age. I don't necessarily know if it's outdated or not, but it's helped me sincerely over the years of not having very many ankle injuries. My brother is on the exact opposite boat. He's broke and had surgery on his ankle and everything along those lines. And the underlying factor between me and him, I did this stuff as a kid, he didn't. So it works. Nonetheless, if this was helpful, please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe for more content in the future. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.